All right, everybody, we're back with another episode of Nick Wholesales Houses. I'm super excited about this one. This is a Where They Now recap episode with Ian Goodman. Ian was the first episode that we did. He was a student of mine. He did his first deal within 1 week, and it was off to the races. And since then, he's been doing a lot of deals. He's come a long way, making a lot of money. So I'm so excited for him to come back on and tell us what he's been up to and drop a ton of knowledge. But before we get into the pod, you already know the drill. It's brought to you by Renovo Financial. So if you need a hard money loan, boom, Renovo is going to get you right. They're going to take care of you. The customer service, tip-top, magoo, okay? And if you have rental units and you need to do some cash out refis or you just need some DSCR loans you buy like that, brother, Renovo does it all. They're a one-stop shop. They got a great DSCR program. And again, their customer service, tip-top magoo. You're going to love it. I promise you that. All right, let's get into it. Yo, Ian, thank you. Ian, episode 2, let's go. And what's your name again, bro?
Jalen.
Jalen.
Yep.
And you guys are, he was just saying you guys are twins?
Yeah, we're twins.
Oh, get out, bro. Heck yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, and y'all work together?
Yep.
Yeah, we just started.
Yep, just started.
You just started.
I just started, yeah. I just
he didn't just start. He's
no,
been
he's
doing
been doing it for a while. He's a pro now.
Yes, there we go.
I just got done college. I was at Villanova. I was playing football over there.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was there for about 6 years. Just got done over in the winter. I was overseas playing football for a little bit this year, for like first half of this year, from like January to about July.
Yeah.
And then when I got back, that's when I kind of got started with Ian. And 'cause I was like, I might as well. I'm still finishing my master's, so I'm in grad school. And then yeah, I was like, I might as well, he's pro at it. So it's like, wouldn't hurt. So, and he has the game down. So this is the perfect person to be a partner with and just, soak up as much game as I can,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm so excited. And for those of you that somehow missed episode 1, Ian signed up for my coaching thing. And within, we did a call. I walked him through like a strategy that was going to work for him at the time. And within 1 week, he was just blitz in action and got a deal within a week. And we sold this shit so simple and easy. And it's been a little over a year since. So I think everyone's super excited to hear. Like, I'm not kidding. People ask so many people ask about how's Ian doing? Is he still wholesaling? Blah blah blah. So many people that I meet that know me because of this pod have come up and asked me about that. Wow. Yeah,
That's funny. I mean, ever since you put me onto that strategy, I've been doing it ever since. I'm still doing it to this day.
Are you really? Oh man, let's go.
We're closing like 2 to 3 deals, but it's not as consistent as it was. But when I first started, first it wasn't like I don't think it was oversaturated when I first started. Now it's like everyone is doing it, and they think I'm a wholesaler. It's just like I had to switch up a little bit, start calling them instead of just sending out that text message.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but it's working, and we're closing like 2 to 3 deals a month just from on market, and we're getting like 1 and 2 from off market. So, it's going good for us.
Yeah, y'all are busy. Let's go. You're doing at least a deal a week.
At least a deal a week, yeah. And it's Jalen. He's doing the dispositions, and so I just got burnt out, just doing everything myself. And since once I realized his time was freed up, I was like, why not just have Jalen, partner up with me, and we do this together. You know what I mean?
That's really nice. I like that a lot, and I know what you mean. Doing the acquisitions and doing the dispo is like, it's a lot.
It's
for sure.
It's tough because it's like when I get a deal in a contract, then I got to find a buyer for the deal. It's just like it took up too much of my time, too much time away from acquisitions, from reaching out to sellers, following up with them. So it made more sense just to partner up with Jalen, or find someone else to help me out.
Yeah, for sure. Because the thing with acquisitions, it works really well if you can give it your 100% intention, and if you can, bro, it just all the good deals that you were supposed to get, those are the ones that fall through the cracks.
Exactly.
I like that. So you're doing the on market program. Would you break down exactly how you're doing it if you're doing it a little different?
So if I see a deal that I know I could find a buyer for, I'll just give them a call. Ask them if they don't have any photos online. I'll ask them if they have any photos of the property. They try to get me out there, and I'm like, I really don't want to go out there. There's no need to. I do this for a living. As long as I can see the photos of the property, I'll be able to know where exactly I need to be at for price. And if the sellers consider my offer, then I'll have someone come out there. But they try to get you out there before you make an offer, and it's like
don't do that.
There's no need to. As long as you run your numbers and you see photos of the house, you can make an offer. Just like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, that's really, I'm making 5 offers a day still. So texting and calling. But this time I'm doing offers nationwide now. So I'm doing offers in Minnesota, Delaware.
Oh, all right.
Where else? Ohio, and PA still.
Okay, you're still doing PA?
Yeah, still doing
East,
PA.
okay.
Still doing PA. I wasn't going to do, the only reason I started doing nationwide is because I started doing off-market wholesaling nationwide, and I got some buyers from off-market. So I'm like, why not do it on-market if I already got buyers, off-market from those off-market deals?
I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's working out smooth.
Yeah, bro, they sleep on the Asian outreach. People, they sleep on it in the wholesale world. It's so not cool, but, I don't know. I don't know what everyone's thing is. I think on market is awesome. Asian outreach is great.
Good strategy to get started. I always tell people, when everybody hit me up to get started, I just tell them to do Asian outreach just so you don't waste no money. Because you don't want to start off how I started. I was blowing money in marketing, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just working, just trying to get a deal. And it took me 6 months to close my first deal off market. And as soon as I signed up with you, it took a week. So I was like, man, this is real.
It's so real. That's why, on market, because if you start an off market marketing channel, best case scenario, all the stars align, you'll get your money back in 3 months. You'll get a deal.
3 months, for sure, if you're consistent.
Most people, though, it's going to be 6 months. Even if you're good, it's going to take probably 6 months with a lot of the nature of these outbound leads.
Yeah.
You want to get a deal quick, go to agent outreach. They already did all the follow-up for you. These sellers want to sell, and they have the photos right there. You don't got to,
Exactly. You don't got to go out to their property. Just be at your crib and make that offer on the laptop. It's simple like that.
I like it. So what is your average deal size when you're doing on market?
So I can say the difference in the average deal size on market and off market is that it's way smaller than off market.
Yes, that's true.
It's way smaller. I feel like it's because the agent, they know their numbers as well, so they're helping out the seller. So you can't get it at a deep discount. But if you got good buyers, and that's willing to pay premium, then you can probably get at least 15,000, 10,000, but the most I ever had on market was 10,000.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, 10,000. But
I think it's a good average, probably. No more 5 pieces though. If y'all listening, no 5 pieces. You're not doing 5.
I don't know about that one.
No, you're doing 5.
That's marketing money right there.
No, it's not.
So we're not trying to do 5 pieces anymore because at first, the only reason I was doing 5 pieces is because I was always JVing with wholesalers.
Yes.
So,
but it's bigger than that, though. Then you're not doing a 5-piece. You got half of a 10-piece.
Exactly. So
that's different. Not the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're doing everything in house. Jalen's he's building up a crazy buyers list. Now we don't even need to work with wholesalers. So it's the deal size is much bigger.
Yes.
But at first, my deal size was small because I was splitting everything 50-50.
Yeah.
Just trying to focus on acquisitions. But now it's time to do everything in-house.
I think that's smart, and I think that is that is a trajectory that I went through, and I think that's how it goes for most people. For a while, I JV'd 50-50 for my deals, just because it freed up my bandwidth to focus on one thing, and it's safety, and it makes sense, Exactly. Cheaper getting somebody in-house and more effective, I think. It's much better.
Right.
But I think it takes everybody a little bit to get there.
Yeah, once you master acquisitions and, you need to free up your time, that's when you need to start just partnering up with people and having a team.
Facts, I agree. Yeah. So what are you doing to build a buyer's list?
So I started off with just finding buyers, making posts on Facebook, joining Facebook groups.
Okay. I love Facebook.
Yeah. Philly off market, real estate groups, Delaware, whatever area we're looking to find buyers. So I would start off with making posts on the Facebook groups, and then I would either have people comment or people, like it, and then just reach out to them, and then, I was able to get my first deal, maybe my first couple weeks, first or second week doing it from off Facebook. It was a Delco guy, actually, he was coaching football, high school football, so we kind of already had a little connection.
Nice.
But yeah, Facebook, I also was able to find them off prop streams, pretty much skip tracing them from comps that we have let's say we have a property over in Philly, I've tried to find a comp on that same street or around the area, and then I'll try to skip trace to find the buyer for the comp. And then once we find the buyer for the comp, then they're interested, they're interested in buying more real estate. We just, add them to the buyers list.
There we go.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, just simple, yeah.
Yeah, not complicated.
No. Being an outsider before I started, I just think it was because Ian's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I was obviously my own thing, but to be honest, I could have probably started this, helped Ian out a while ago. But I guess everything happens for a reason, because Ian now knows a lot more than what he would have known a year or two ago. So I guess everything just has perfect time, and everything just worked out well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Definitely.
Very cool. They sleep on Facebook. I don't know why. I say it every week. Facebook slaps, bro. It's the best. You don't need anyone on there.
Those groups are crazy.
Yeah, those groups, they're active. They're pretty active. As soon as you make a post, give it a day or two, you'll probably have about 15 comments, 15 likes.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Now, when you do posts on these Facebook groups, what do you put on there? Do you do the full address? Do you do photos, or what do you do? I've went through a different route. I for a while. I'm always changing it.
Yeah. So what I post on Facebook, I'll post this is literally just words. I pretty much just say looking for buyers in XXX zip code or whatever area I'm looking for. Deals about to close fast or whatever. And then I don't put the address in there or anything. I don't put any of the details in. I'll have the people, they'll comment interested, or DM me, or just give it to show interest. And then once they show interest, I'll send them a DM, and I'll ask them are you an investor or wholesaler or buyer, just to make sure I'm not giving it out to another wholesaler and they just try to take the deal.
Yes.
So I have to make sure they're an investor first. So I'll ask that question. Then once I know that they fit the right criteria, I'll send them the details to the deal. I still want to send them the whole address. I pretty much just send them, part of the address, and then just the details of the property, square footage, asking price, and just things like that.
You send them the info pack.
Yeah, the info pack. Yeah, exactly. Info pack with the pictures and stuff. And then if they're interested, they'll ask for the address. They will check out the house, and then, pretty much all from there. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty
cool. I do the same thing. I used to do the whole thing, right? But now I don't. Now I just say, who's buying blah, blah, who's buying single family, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Who's buying a doobie over here.
I used to do the same thing.
Right?
People go behind your back, try to reach the seller.
Not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I only do it that now if I'm so desperate. I'll put that in. Whatever.
You have any extra, I guess, tips or any other ways you could you could give me, I guess, something that something you may know that I might not know or Ian may not know?
Tell you what, you're doing the best thing, which is go to Facebook and say in the groups, hey, who's buying single families and blah, blah, blah in this neighborhood or whatever, and just seeing what comes in and make sure that they're not a wholesaler.
Right.
Right. I think that's indeed, until you know who the best buyers or the biggest buyers are in that area, that's always the way to go, I think. Okay. I like that a lot. I stay in a lot of the same areas, so I don't really, I'll put it up in Facebook just so people see my name, at this point. But now that's just on my own personal Facebook a lot of the time, instead of in any of the groups, just because I know who the top buyers are, But if you're still building a list, bro, throw that on Facebook or whoever they're with. I found actually when I skip trace, I don't know, you guys tell me. When I skip trace a buyer, if I look at a comp and I skip trace the buyer, and I'm okay, let me reach out to this guy. They never answer me. Or it's the wrong number, but usually they never answer me. So then I always have to go to the realtor.
What skip trace software are you using?
Batch reads, which is the same thing as PropStream. They're the same. I just have
heard of Skip Genie?
I've heard of it. I've never used it.
If you're doing like a single skip trace, I feel like that's the most accurate because like we always get phone numbers from there. Either we get their wife or husband or like a family member. They'll
answer and they'll talk to you?
They'll answer.
Oh, man. Well, I'll try that skip cheating. I'll try that because I've never had success. So I just hit up the realtor. I'll give him a little bit of money. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, and the good thing about Skip Genie is that it'll once you press it, like you can search to see who owns the numbers.
Yeah,
but you got to pay like 2 cents for it. It's cheap. So if you just
take it,
just take it. So so if you skip trace whoever you want on there, you see who owns the number, and I have their name on there that they own that number and it's connected. So that's how you got the right number.
All right, good. I like that. All right, I'm gonna steal Skip Genie from you. Let me give this a try. But yeah, those are the two ways, man. Facebook, you'll meet all the hitters there, and like you go to their profile, see if they're really getting it. You know, I like that a lot. Yeah. It's safe. Facebook is good.
Yeah, sometimes people will try to act like they're an investor, but so you check out their Instagram, like see if you have any mutuals or to see like the posts they kind of make. Like they think you wouldn't check out their profile. Like they'll try to come to your DM or come under your post and act like they're an investor, but the whole time they're really a wholesaler.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of scheming in it a little bit, so you got to really watch.
For sure. Oh, you can tell you're right about the mutuals. And you message me. We don't have any mutuals. Oh, you're just not real.
So definitely people out there trying to scheme and take some deals, but
that's all right. Let them.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, so you guys with your agent outreach deals. Mm-hmm. Does anybody give you heat as far as, say, like any buyers give you heat that it's on market, or do they not care?
No, they don't even care. You just let them know that you got under contract at a price that the seller, they're aware, so that the agent is aware that you're wholesaling a property, and that's it.
And that's it. And I like that. A lot of people say, "Oh, how do you sell this if like people can just get it on the MLS, blah blah blah." I said, "Bro, it's a small world. They don't want to burn. If they burn you, you're going to blast them on the net. You're not going to get more deals, Like, so they're going to start. They'll be put on the bench. Like, no one wants to go on the bench. Yeah. Just send them a deal. They're unless they're super square, they'll buy it if it's a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We're advertising at 30%, 25% less than what the agent, what the seller is asking. So it's a no-brainer. Why would you even go behind our back to try to, sneak us for the deal?
Yeah, exactly. I like that. And just so like when you're making your offers, mm-hmm. or like, how are you doing it? Are you making like an offer in your first outreach, like the way I do it, or are you doing it like another way now with your initial outreach?
I mean, for Philly, I know like Philly from the back of my mind. So like, if I see a house in a certain area, and I'll just offer it below. I'll just offer what I know that the investor will pay for it. But like anywhere else, like nationwide, I just base it off of cash comps, or I run my numbers
before the offer.
So
that's good though.
Yeah, at first I was just offering 30%, 25% less than what it was asking, but it's not always gonna get. You're not always gonna get that accepted. Like it's better if you run your numbers first, just to be sure and give them an educated offer and let them know if they deny you, let them know why you're offering that number.
That's good.
Yeah, but that's what I've been doing so far.
I like that. What are y'all doing for off market?
Text blasting, and I'm cold calling probates. At first, I was doing PPC for the second quarter, and just had to transition back to outbound marketing. So
okay,
yeah,
expensive.
It's expensive, and this nationwide just really wasn't my thing. I like building a relationship with the seller and actually going out to the properties, and I'm about to start buying too. So I wanted to just do everything, nearby.
That makes sense, for sure. Yeah. Good. With the, how much did you spend on PPC, and did you get any of the money back?
I did. I broke even, so.
Okay, you learned a ton. That's so cool. Yeah. All right, and it didn't even cost you anything. It cost you time, though. But
if I wasn't doing all marketing, like it would have been digging in my pocket.
Yeah.
It would have been digging in my pocket, for sure. But the on-market deals definitely helped out with just spending money on a PPC.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you can live off completely on that, and then your just business money just stays like your off-market stuff just stays there.
Exactly. And we were doing with PPC nationwide, so like at first it was fun because I got a deal like within the first 2 weeks, But then after a while, you got to start managing that. Like, I was learning from Jordan in San Diego, and I wasn't really managing it.
Oh, yeah, you know Jordan? Yeah. That's my boy, you know that?
He's a cool boy.
I do a live with him every Wednesday.
Yeah, I be watching. I be doing that.
That's my man. I love Jordan. He's a great person to learn from. Okay.
He's a good mentor. He told me a lot about, just PPC in general.
Yeah, I bet.
And first 2 weeks, that was when I got into a contract in Ohio. It was a novation. The only thing was I kind of locked it up too high, and we had to keep getting a price reduction. So then,
that's the worst.
That's the only
and
bit.
You have to keep going back. But you did it.
Yeah, we did it. But we got it sued eventually. We got it.
Oh, you deserved every penny. Oh my goodness, that's so tough to do emotionally. Good for you.
It is. I don't even want to do novation no more after that.
Bro, you tell me. I got one right now. Losing $8,000 on.
Really?
Losing $8,000.
Hey, how though?
I'm gonna put money in it.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't see one major issue that I would deal with it though. I think I actually may get my money back.
That's good, man. That's good. Where is it at? Philly?
In South Jersey.
South Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was almost banging though. It was almost great. Yeah. There's a big structural issue in the basement that I didn't see because I had somebody else go look at it.
Structural damage.
And it smelled fine. So if I'm him, I wouldn't have seen it either. I don't even. It's not even his. It's nobody's fault. Well, I mean, it is. It's my fault. But man, it was going to make a nice, not a ton, but it was going to make $25,000. God bless America. It was going to go really well. Week one, I had 3 offers over house. So I was so happy, and then the mortgage inspection came back, and I wasn't happy.
That's the only thing, man. You can't cost it. Yeah, you gotta wait till the inspection goes through first until you know that it's a deal.
Yes, yes. When he told me that about the base of my hard drives, how did I miss that? My goodness.
I mean, yeah. But what do you think is better, like doing novations or just wholesaling, just doing just regular wholesaling?
What I think is best is picking one and just doing that, I think that's what's best unless you have a big team. But I think if you're a solopreneur or a solo operator especially, I think it's better to systemize what you're doing and laser focus and make the most profit if you just stick to one thing. And anything outside of that, you just have a partner that relieves all the bandwidth.
Right.
I think it just makes it too complicated, at least in my sense. That's how I look at it. So
that makes sense.
No more innovations for me unless I'm just going to team up with somebody and they're going to do it all and just to not waste the lead. But I think it can often it's not good to waste leads. So I think that's a good play if you have somebody that you can run it with, and then whatever, at least I can get something on it. I think it's the same thing as creative finance. If you have these options that allow you to give the seller a higher price than they deserve, then you're going to use it. And I think it makes the waters murky, and I think it affects the cash wholesale business in a negative way because you have such an easy out. That's what I think. That was so long-winded.
No, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. So I'm just focused on right now. Dude, I just want the whole cash wholesale deal, you know? And if they're stupid enough to let me novate their house, I'll just team up with somebody and have them completely deal with everything. I don't want to know a thing. And I'm not spending any money other than cleaning.
Just refer to an agent, too. You can do that as well.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I started doing, just referring. Any deal I know I can't get locked up, I'll just refer them to an agent. And just get the money on the back end, a little small referral fee.
There we go. That's a good thing to do. Yeah. I do the exact same. If they want to list it, bro, oh my God, just take it.
Exactly.
Or if it makes more sense for them to list it, it's a healthy price point. Throw it to an agent.
Facts.
Get a little piece on that.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah. Very good. So you doing SMS. You were doing PPC. But so right now it's just SMS?
Just SMS and cold calling probates. So
at
first, when I was doing the probates, I would have a cold caller, call them, but they weren't really reaching them. It's because I was doing, so when you do bulk skip tracing, it's hard to get family members' phone numbers. I don't know how, but I wasn't using Skip Genie. So when I discovered Skip Genie, and I was just skip tracing them myself. So every week, Foreclosures Daily would come out with 30 leads of probates.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just skip chase them one by one and just call them myself. And I realized like my success rate is way better because like I'm reaching out to them through my iPhone. So if they don't answer the call, I'll just text them and like my phone is blue. And I got a contact photo so they know that I'm real.
Yeah.
And they'll text me back and I just send them over some information about myself. But I just realized my success rate is way higher just from me doing it myself. But that's what I've been doing so far. So just cold calling those probates and SMS.
Okay, and that's working.
It's working, yeah, it's working.
I like
the probates, but I gotta free up my time. I can't be doing that forever.
Yeah, that's very time intensive. I'm sure you have long days. Then I bet.
I do, yeah.
Which I don't think that's the end of the world. I know some guys that make a lot of money and they have long days.
Mm-hmm. So come with it, right?
Yeah, but where do you want to take it?
I don't want a big team. I want a small team, so like probably 5 people at most, and just...
That's a big team.
5 people?
In wholesale, it's a bigger team. It depends on what they're doing. Like, what rules are they playing? So it'll depend. But I think in wholesale, 5 is like bigger team. It's not the biggest.
I would say probably like actually 3 to 4. So like, Jalen, he's doing dispo. I have somebody filling my shoes for acquisitions. And I have somebody for TCing. So,
okay.
And also a lead manager. So yeah, about 4 people.
Okay.
And that's all you really need if you want to, succeed and do everything, just free up your time. And I'll come in, here and there and just talking to people. I enjoy wholesaling. So
yeah.
I don't want to just exit myself out of the, the business. I still want to talk to people and just feel good, getting deals under contract and just selling.
Yeah. That's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'll probably say 4 people, 5 people, including myself.
Okay. Yeah. So 5-person team.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you ever? Someone had brought this idea up to me like last week. It was about getting into like commercial or like just getting like switching over, like not switching over, adding another market, like getting into commercial. Do you have any experience and know anything about wholesaling in the commercial real estate type field? I guess when it comes to like I guess commercial buildings, not just like houses and apartments and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And if it's a bigger asset at a higher price point, there's more money to go around. Right. So in theory, then they're great things to go after. I think it is important, and this is how I look at it. I think it's important to have a more narrow approach in what I'm marketing to. I with a group the size that you're looking to have, I don't think you need to do, but like there's so many residential or even like just CMX2, there's so many parcels. I promise there's enough deals out there for you, and it'll be easier to get it if you just laser it on one thing to market to. And maybe it would make more sense. Like, do you know Frank McGovern? Frank, yeah.
I took his course too.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say
I met him at an event. She told us about it. I was in.
Yeah.
Only thing I didn't like about just the commercial space is that it takes a long time to get a deal. It might take about 6 to, I would say, you might only get 3 deals out of the year, but they're big spreads, and I'm used to just closing deals consistently, like every month. So it was just like that's a big difference, and I wasn't really ready for that just yet.
Fair. Yeah, I think that's super fair. Maybe if that's what you want to do, it's got to be like a gradual transition. Exactly. I really have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I've never done it, but I do think there's really something to being narrow with the avatar that you're looking to market to, because like that's what you're doing. You're running a marketing company, and you're marketing to people that have something that they're trying to liquidate quickly.
Yeah,
they're trying to make an illiquid asset liquid quick. Yeah. That's who you're looking for. So pick one and rip it. Because the avatar that has something like that is completely different than the avatar that is a human being in distress. So like, I think marketing is hard enough. Never mind if you're marketing to 2 different avatars with a small team.
That's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for real. Because if you're like, in order to like go over to that, you have to like not slow down, but you have to take a piece of your mind or a piece of your energy and like your mind into doing that. So you might lose focus and like lose all that. Not lose it, but like you know what I mean. Like
you're losing bandwidth.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be easy. I feel like maybe if we were to do something like that, maybe like a couple years down the line when we like have a bigger team per se, and if that's just something we're looking to do, expand. But I just wanted to ask because I know you have some experience, a lot of experience in this game, so I didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
I think maybe a good way to do it, if you really wanted to, is blast everybody in an entire area, and then if any kind of commercial or industrial lead came in, to give the leads away to somebody else. Like if that's what you want to do, that would be willing to team up with you, that you could trust. That does
right.
That would be the only play, and then you learn while only being like somewhat involved, but not really involved. Just involved in like to the degree that you want to learn what's happening.
Just get the basic steps down, just like learn from the outside in, so you're ready to put your foot in.
But not something that you spend bandwidth on other than an initial conversation. Okay, pass off. Other than that, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, most definitely.
And do you want to spend the marketing money on talking to those people in the first place? Yeah. If that's what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, decisions. But that's the beauty of this. There's a lot of ways you can make money.
Yeah.
So stay like the whole Alex Hormozi thing. No women in the red dress. They believe it. Forget the woman in the red dress. There are so many deals out there. There are so many companies in our area that are closing a deal a day. Like there's like
it's enough to go around. Like
there's a lot of deals. I really mean it. I mean it. So are you going? So you for right now they're just wholesaling. But what you said, you want to start buying soon? What, for rentals, or you want to start flipping?
For rentals. I just got to do under contract in Overbrook, and we got a nice price. We could either make $15,000 on the wholesale, or I can convert it to R1. I can convert it into a duplex, and the numbers make sense. Like I got to start thinking about my future and like how I want to that was my main goal of getting in this, is just buying a bunch of properties. I never knew about wholesaling until, I started doing more research, but my main goal was to buy a lot of properties and just, sit back, relax.
Okay. Wholesale is the opposite.
Wholesale the opposite.
Yes, that's about it.
But yeah, now I'm thinking about just buying a property every quarter. And this was perfect. I mean, the seller isn't ready to move out until January, so that just works perfect with me. And whenever I'm ready to buy, that's the first one I'm going to buy.
You're going to buy this one?
Yeah.
You going to buy with hard money?
I'm going to do hard money up. And
you got to use Renovo.
Renovo?
Yeah, use
Renovo. Heard about them. I got to look into Renovo. I had Renovo, and it was another, I forgot the name of the company. But Renovo was top of my list. I got to reach out to.
But they'll give you the hard money, and they'll give you the cash out refund finance money. So like when you get with them, like you'll have there's not going to be a surprise when it comes to the refi. Because you're going through you're going to the same shop.
Right.
So they'll set it up next to you. I'll link you with Jeremy. Look at this. I'll link you with Jeremy. He'll take care of it.
My guy.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, what do you want? Hey, how are you passing? But you gonna keep this house then?
Yeah, it's a good area, Overbrook.
People love it over there.
Yeah, ARV. So if I convert it to a duplex, ARV is about $350, $360. 2 units. I can rent out 2 units for 2 bedrooms are going for $1,480, Section 8. 3 bedrooms are going for like $1,900. So it's a big house. So if I convert the 2 units into 3 bedroom and a 2 bedroom,
you do well. Yeah.
So that's my second buy actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that, dude. If you want, I'll link you with Benito. Benito is the RM1 guy. I'm sure you sold deals to this guy. He made.
He buys in North Philly.
Exactly. Well, yeah, anywhere in North Philly. But he's one of the biggest RM1 converter guys in the city.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What could he do? Like help me out with plans, or like what could he?
Bro, you talk to him. He'll help you with whatever. He's at this whole little school. He teaches a bunch of people how to do it. He'll GC it for you if you want, and give you the whole plan. He does like a nice little thing.
All right, cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll link with him. He's really good. If I was going to start buying duplexes, I would go. I would just rock with him. You won't fuck it up at all if you go with him.
All right, bet.
And then you can focus on your wholesale business, which is where all the money's coming from. Yeah. Bandwidth is important. That's why I haven't started buying it. It's too much.
All right, cool. Sounds good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. Of course, man. Heck yeah.
So, what about you, though? I mean, are you planning on buying it all, or?
Not yet. I will be buying soon, and I'll probably do that whole little program. I really like that whole little small multifamily program, like the RM1 conversion thing, or just like little RM1 thing. I like that, and I'd probably buy in Philly, but I'm not ready yet because I do not have the available bandwidth. I'm not set up for it. I'll fuck my money up. As someone who's messed the bag up a couple of times, I know that'll make me mess the bag up.
What about? Are you talking about using your own money, or like you want to use like business funding or anything like that to help you fix up the property?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying bandwidth and management of resources. Like right now, my bandwidth doesn't belong doing 3 things. I'm already doing like. My bandwidth is already being used up by a lot of things, and I'm working on that. And also, I need more time to stack money. I've put a lot of money into like doing marketing this year. It didn't pan out, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's
like
how it is.
I need to so I need to stack for a little bit longer to have like. I don't give a fuck money. Like, no, like I don't give a fuck money. Like money where like, cool, I can take this and I can put it all into this marketing with that and not mess up my taxes and not mess up this and that, you know? And like, I can't do that right now. It'd be too much pressure. So, and also, again, I don't have the bandwidth.
One thing first.
Yes, exactly. So I'm trying to fix my money machine to the point where I'm making I'm getting what I'm supposed to get each week as far as deal size and spread, and then boom.
Okay, got it. I like
Stack that up a little. I need to do that and have that be my normal thing for. I want to do that for a year before I add something onto my plate, because I have the whole social media business that I do, and then I have my whole wholesaling. So now I'm going to have to add a third thing, a buying thing. So I've got like 2 crucial hires that I need to have trained up within this year, like within like the next 12 months, that will be able to take a lot off my plate, and also it'll give me time to stack, and then boom, I'm buying.
Okay.
Yeah, but I personal, like in like human, like we're getting a personal assistant for all my human being tasks, and like all my family's human being tasks.
Right.
Like that's maybe super helpful.
We seen you on the gram. We be asking for drivers and stuff like that. That's cool.
I don't know. Yeah, it's smart. So I am an in-person belly-to-belly model, right? So think about this. If I draw, like some of my appointments are like hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Okay, I market everywhere within an hour and a half of my house. And if I drive even an hour, that means I'm spending 2 whole hours in the car. Plus, I am spending like the time on the appointment, which is that's fine. But like that's so much time in the car. And if I have an appointment every single day, that's how much time I'm just losing for no reason. That's pretty stupid. So it makes more sense to hire someone for a whole day that like can just fully drive. And I drive to jiu-jitsu every single day too, so that's another 30 minutes of my day total driving. What am I doing here? It makes sense to hire somebody to so that I can just.
So let me ask you this.
And I do acquisitions. I need to be on my phone. So you're like, it's stupid to drive.
Have you ever thought about just hiring someone to help you out with acquisitions? So while you go on those appointments, you know, they're talking to the sellers, locking them deals. Like, have you ever thought about that?
It's that I think it's for me right now. It's a bad way to. That would be silly because I'd be a couple hires away from that, because if I were to do that now, let's say I hired somebody to take over my acquisition, right? Well, first off, I can't afford it, and the reason why I say I can't afford it is because in order to really make that work for anybody, you have to be bringing in well over $1 million a year in revenue.
Really?
Or else it just doesn't really work. It only works in theory. It doesn't. Brother, it does not work. You can't have a team, like a full team, if it's under $1 million. It has to be at least $2 million for it to make any sense, because you don't want to have to pay your acquisitions guys really more than 10%. You know, if you're bringing in $1 million or less than $1 million, at a bare minimum, you need to pay them 20%, if not 30%, or else, like, if you want to attract anybody that's remotely good, that doesn't suck, and it's not going to leave you immediately, right? So you're already giving up 30% right there. Your marketing costs are going to be 30%. So now your margins are at 40% with all this money that you're putting out on the street. You get a dispo guy, bare minimum, because it's dispos, like, can be part-time if they're not building out a system. If they're building out a system, you have to pay them more, and on top of that 10%, maybe you got to pay them 20%, you know? So what do you got? 20% to hang out? Like, that's where it's all.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, like, the math isn't math in that sense. If you're doing like $2 million, you can just pay your acquisition guy 10%. That's going to save you right there, because they have the ability to make 20 racks. If they can make at least 20 racks a month, they will not stay at it. You're only going to get somebody bad, and you're going to burn yourself out training them, and then they're going to leave, and you got to train somebody else, and they're going to leave as soon as they don't suck. So they have to make a minimum of 20 grand a month. It's a competitive sales. You know what I'm saying? So, like, then I'm saying minimum. If you want to, like, it's like a rental. Like, if you change your tenants over every year, you're going to be negative on that rental. It's going to be, it's not going to work. It doesn't, like, you're going to be out of pocket at the end of the rent you'll make. You won't even cover the turnover. So you're out of pocket every year. You're out of pocket with I've tried this. I've done this before. I know this because I've tried to build a team when I was not ready, and I'm telling you, this is what happens if you're not ready. You can't really have a team unless you're doing $2 million a year.
Where were you finding your guys? Like, where were you finding them?
Bro, do you know how many people message me every day of my life? Can I please work for you? So many, every day of my life, you know, like, and people that are good salespeople too. It's like, and like, which I appreciate, but like, I have to tell them I couldn't afford you, or no, you know, it doesn't math like that. So for me, it makes more sense to hire out all my human being activities, because even if I was going to try to hire out, like doing acquisitions right now, so that I could drive, or so I could do the dishes, that sounds crazy. Like, one is a high dollar per hour tasks, and one is $20 an hour tasks. So, like, until I have no $20 an hour tasks that are even available for me to do, there's no point. Like, I see your logic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, and like, if you want to have a good acquisitions person, you need to, like, I think the best way to do it is you can't make. So, like, I don't know if you would have ever watched this movie, like, unless you have, like, nieces or no. You don't have any kids, right? No. Yeah. So, do you have any kids?
No.
Monsters University. Okay, I'm just going to watch it. Clipped it to Monsters University. The professor lady, she was like, it's not my job to make. My job is to make great students more great. It's not my job to make mediocre students less mediocre. I don't want you. And, like, if you want to get I've only really seen it work when people just got great salespeople already that just, like, want to change companies or want to sell a different widget. Like, you need to, like, for sales guys, you want to find somebody that's already made. I don't want somebody, I want to make this amount, I want to make that amount. No, motherfucker, I want to hire somebody that makes that amount already. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have, like, and then I've seen that work a lot of times, but I haven't seen anything else ever work.
Oh, God.
You know?
Got it. Okay, cool. I was just asking because that's how I always thought about, you know, hiring an acquisition manager just to fill in my spot, because, mind you, I'm in the computer all day, making offers, talking to sellers, and, like, I just always wonder what it felt like to have somebody to help me out doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I think that you can do it. It would be expensive. You know, you need to be. I think that in order to do that, you have to be doing at least. If you could do it with you could do it off $1 million rounds, but it would be expensive on your bandwidth. If they're at best case scenario, they can only make 10 grand. I'm telling you, make sure they can, like, pay them 20%, and you'll make a lot less, but at least, like, you know.
Messim, you think wholesaling changed in Philly? Like, just the spreads? Do you think the spreads are much smaller than what they used to be?
I don't do as much in Philly, but you know what I've learned? Don't ever listen to anyone when they talk about anything with these spreads. It's all mumbo jumbo. They're trying to scare you. They're trying to sell you shovels. Everyone for outbound marketing, the average deal size is 15 grand. Inbound marketing is 30 grand. Blah blah blah. It's all baloney. Your average deal size only has to do with your mind. Other than agent outreach, I do think agent outreach is capped on average because they're like that's a whole nother story. But bro. No, I don't think there's any spreads anywhere have gotten any smaller or any bigger. I think it's just who you're talking to and who you're exposed to. And I think that's it. Someone who's in their mind, 15 grand is as a good size fee. Yeah. Then and that's who you're talking to, then that's what you think a good size fee is, you know? But screw that, bro. I've learned that agent outreach, I can get the spreads are just as big as these other things. I think it's all not agent outreach, outbound marketing. It's all the same. I think area is all the same. I think price point is important because there's more room to play with to a degree. So if you're in the hood and you're selling the property for 60 grand, I don't even know if I believe that too, though. I think you can still get them at 40, you know,
It's hard, man. In Philly, man, I feel like it's hard getting them at that price now.
Yeah, but with that mentality, it's hard, you know? But, if you switch your brain to, if I'm going to make it 20, I'm not doing it. You're going to get 20, you know? Other than with agent outreach. But I think that could even be the case with agent outreach. I don't know. I only did one agent outreach deal this year.
Serious?
Yeah, but I just did it to prove it was a social media challenge. I think.
Oh, I remember.
And I was like, bro, this works. I haven't done it in a bit, but I know this still works. I can get it. Bro, boom! I got an 8-piece. So that was it.
Where was it?
It was in It was in It was in Ocean County, New Jersey. I just don't remember the name of the town.
Crazy. I feel like Jersey, wholesaling Jersey is hard doing it off market. It's more difficult than doing it in Philly for on market deals. I only got one deal under contract. Only got one deal sold in Jersey, which was in Cherry Hill. But everybody's always offering.
I remember that deal. Did you do well on it though?
Yeah, I made $7 grand, but I had a wholesaler on it as well, so I could have made 18. I could have made 18 on it, but
so it was an $18,000 spread.
Yeah.
Bro, there you go. Yeah, in Jersey, in the suburbs in general, there's more money in this. There's people overpay, so it's easier. It's easier to get big spreads. I think it's harder to get deals than it is. Philly, it's easy. Maybe it's easy to get a deal, but it's not. It's tough to get a bigger spread. Depending on what a business, how you run the business model. Right. I think Jersey's tough to get a deal, but when you get a deal, it's easy to get a big spread.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's always offering over asking in Jersey. I noticed that.
Oh yeah, bro, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. But now that I know that, I know I need to start just offering over asking, but making educated offer, of course.
Of course, yeah. At Jersey, you can get a deal under contract at asking price and sell it over ask, wholesale over asking.
Exactly,
for sure. Yeah, for sure. And if you do it under asking price, they're not even going to respond to you. Bro, what are you talking about? This is supposed to sell way over that. I underprice the shit out of it. What are you saying, dog?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're smarter over there. They're smarter. Definitely. I like that. Hey, what the heck? Agent outreach. I love that you still do it and it works. It works so well.
Yeah, I feel like that's a strategy I'm always do if I'm wholesaling.
Yeah. See, I get that extra deal. I get that free or whatever, that deal flow. Through social media, pretty consistently now. So that's why I started doing the agent outreach. Just you know what I'm saying? So my little safe money that I live on is my social media stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know,
I always thought about doing that too, but it's just I don't think I'm there yet. Just posting everything on social media, because you're always gonna have people asking for help, and you can't help everybody. I'm sure you get a lot of people that ask you for help, and it's just
yeah, no, but listen, you got to be selective with your time, with your bandwidth.
Yeah,
that's why I do the little. You can book a call with me if you want to book. If you
still doing that,
I'm still doing. I don't advertise it at all, but you can book a call. People can book a call with me. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people that really want to get into it, so I can just refer them to you. My G. Yeah, buddy. But like for me, it's a garden. If you really want, I don't know you. Like, I give out so much free content. So like, you don't need to talk to me to learn. If you just watch my content, you can do it. So like, if you need to talk to me, you can like, if I knew that if I talk to this person, I know for a fact they're going to go do something, different story. I would talk to everybody. But like 1 in 100 people that I talk to ever end up doing anything. So like, I can't just like waste my time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why you do the social media, all the free stuff on social media, though. You know what I mean? Boom. You just people can watch that.
Mm-hmm. You do got a lot of free game on there too.
Every day, I'm hustling on this stuff.
I watch it to this day, man. Every Wednesday, I'm live calls.
They're good, right? Talk in the chat.
So that's the thing. What time do y'all start? Because I always watch them right after you finish.
Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Every Wednesday, 1 o'clock, we go live. I was late yesterday. I was at a seller appointment. I said, oh, man, I knew it was taking long. I went on. I was driving back in a car with it on. I got on. I was late.
Yeah, that was a good one. I seen that one, too.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, so you want to build this to like 5 people?
Yeah, 5
Do
people.
the agent outreach?
Agent outreach. Always going to do agent outreach. And just, I need to add another marketing channel because, like, you can't, I feel like you can't just, if you want to scale, you got to have at least 2 to 3 marketing channels. Like, agent outreach is one of them, SMS, and, like, we got to do another one just so we can, bring more revenue in.
What do you do with SMS? Launch?
Nah, I'm using Smarter Contact.
Smarter Contact. Okay. I've heard many people like it. So.
What are you using?
Oh, you Launch.
Launch.
Yeah, I love Launch. What the heck?
I never tried it. I got to look into that one as well.
Yeah, I like Launch.
Well, right?
But if you like Smarter Contact, it's not worth switching. I think they're all the same.
Right.
None of them are different. Like the dashboard looks different. Who cares? Like, whatever. You sending these out. Nah, baby.
It's the same job done, right?
Yeah. And so, but
Can you call people on launch control?
they can call you.
Oh, but you can't call them?
No. You got to call from your another number, which is annoying.
See, that's what I like about Smarter Contact. So, like, you can call them directly. Like, if they're texting you and they tell you to call them, you can literally call them.
Oh, I like that a lot. I wish Launch had that.
Yeah, but I didn't even know Launch Control didn't have it.
Launch Control, you got to fix that. What the heck?
Smarter Contact.
Yeah.
Up one right now.
I always got to tell them, hey, listen, I'm going to call you from another number. This is that.
How do they react? They don't care?
You know what? Usually they don't even want to jump on the phone with me anyway. And if they do, they're calling me first.
Right, that's true.
Actually, yeah, please call me this time. Then I had them call me if I can. But most of them just want to talk via text.
Okay, got it.
Hey, there we go. Let's do it. Rock 'em up. Well, is there anything else you want to leave the audience with?
You got any questions for me?
Do they have any questions?
You got any questions for me?
Do I have any more questions?
You got any more questions?
Yeah. What is your biggest deal to date that you've done?
Biggest deal. It was when I first started off, just 25,000. Yeah, 25,000.
All right.
Biggest month was 50,000 though. When I was on PPC.
Okay. What it cost you to get it?
I was spending like $7,000. So I was spending $7,000 a month. So it took me about 2 months to get the deal.
Okay.
2 months to get those deals here. Yeah. But it was 3 deals from PPC.
All right. Well, you turned it off.
Turned it off. Yeah.
Why?
Again, like, so the leads that I were getting were like in shitty neighborhoods. Like, I couldn't do anything with them. That was one reason. I didn't like how people were saying that they rather do with people that's local. So I wasn't using any local numbers. I was still using the numbers from PA.
Beast.
So I should have transitioned to that. But like I said, I wanted to start buying too. And now I'm back in just wholesaling tri-state areas.
Okay. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I might, transition back into doing PPC, but just not nationwide.
Okay. And when you were doing that, did you do a provider or?
Jordan had put me on to one of his guys, and dude, he's like that. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I like Jordan. How did you meet Jordan?
So I went out to an event in Ohio. Tiffany and them.
Oh, you went out to one of their events?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I met somebody there, and I asked her, like, who is she using for PPC, and she referred me to Jordan, and that's how I got connected.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I met Jordan on Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, you on Twitter?
I just seen that. You know, everybody's on Twitter now. Yeah, I am.
Get on Twitter. You send me your your Twitter John or whatever, handle or whatever the hell it's called. And then we have a great community on Twitter. We really do.
I do. I just noticed that like it's a lot of people on Twitter just sharing free game and just their.
Bro, I'm gonna catapult you. I'll send me your thing and I'm gonna tweet you like to all my people. Yeah. He's a real deal. Follow him, and then the right people will follow you.
All right, cool.
And then it'll help your algorithm because then you'll start seeing who's who and blah blah blah.
All right, bet.
I've made so many good friends. I did 2 deals from Twitter this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Twitter was good for me this year.
Yeah,
I got in the past 12 months. I've gotten a lot of. I got like over 2,000 followers this year
on Twitter.
And within 12 months, it's not the most. It's not a lot.
That's a lot for Twitter. Twitter hard to get followers.
Yeah, but it's all real estate people. Yeah. And I tweet every day. So it's so funny. Like I met so many cool people that are like really. It's like different than all other social media.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
I gotta like him on Twitter.
I've learned so much. You'll learn a ton.
Just be peeping from behind the scenes, just looking at everybody share a game. But I gotta start.
Dude, you got a ton of value to add. Yeah, no, you got a ton of value. People love it. I use it as my journal, really. And then like I don't overthink it. I just use it as my journal, and and then sometimes like a public board. Like, hey, what do y'all think about this? If you want like live feedback from high operators, really quick.
Okay, got it. I appreciate that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, George Beatty's in the whole thing.
George, I've been seeing.
Bro, he's my favorite follow on Twitter. He's so funny. He's like,
I've been seeing this since too.
Yeah, he's good. George's tweets are getting like, all right, I'm gonna take over the day. Right. George's tweets have me dying. Yeah, he's a beast, man. He's got me in a cold call. I'm super cold calling. Oh, yeah? I'm the cold call guy.
You got you in the cold calling?
I love cold call.
Really? Better than you were doing what was that? Inbound. You were doing
everything.
PPL.
I did PPL. I was spending a lot of money. Yeah, to me.
And I was about to jump into PPL when you were telling me those spreads and like how quick you were, getting those deals. I was like,
yeah, I know. My first quarter was the coolest thing that ever happened. I'm still chasing that rush to this day. I really, really am. It was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. It's never been easier. It was the financially the best 3 months of my life, and then it wasn't. Yeah, but like. Yeah, so it was. I did it the last quarter. The last quarter of 24. It was fine, and then I felt it residually like the first month of this year, and then for the rest of the month it was. The rest of the year was difficult.
What company? All of them. I only know need to sell my house fast.
Property leads, and then need to sell my house, and then I speed to lead. Those are the 3 that people use. Okay. I hear people use Lead Zolo. I don't hear enough people making a lot of money that are using Lead Zolo. But I did them. I did PPC. I probably spent. I'm like $60,000 in the hole on PPC. I think.
PPL.
The PPC. PPL. I was a little in the green on.
And so they're PPC though.
For 1 quarter, I was trying it myself, didn't do good. For 2 quarters, I had an agency do it and didn't do well. But I didn't. The first couple of months, I wasn't managing it like I needed to manage it. And it was my fault.
Same way, I wasn't managing either. I would just let it go and just talk to the lead.
I didn't know. And then Jordan told me how stupid I was. And I was like, oh, shit, maybe you're right, bro. Yes, I said those are expensive lessons. Well, that's the agent outreach is not an expensive lesson.
It's free.
What was the hardest thing about doing agent outreach?
The hardest thing, I would just say just having it be so oversaturated because like they always think you're a wholesaler. That's really the only thing. But it's nothing hard about it at all. If you know how to run your numbers, and just make sure you're making those offers as soon as they hit the market, then you good.
Yeah. What do you do it as soon as they hit the market? That speedily.
Same shit.
Yeah. All these people try to say, hey, listen, if you want to do agent outreach, whenever people tell you, oh, do it, make sure they've been listed for 60 days, 90, blah, 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 blah. Those people are not correct, bro. Like, it's in because it's garbage. The good deals go quick.
Exactly. It's either not a good deal or it has a high mortgage on it, and you got to offer something crazy. But
yeah,
those are deals that are 30 days or less on the market. Those are the ones you got to go after.
Fact. So a seller's going to accept a low ball. Like, you want a seller who wants a low ball. Like, that's what you want. You know, like, you're looking for a deal that shouldn't have been listed on the market. Like, the seller didn't even want that. He wants it quick. That's where you get the real good deals.
Diamond in a rough.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's where the good deals are. I
agree.
I mean, Jerry Norton, he says it, so that's how you know it's real.
That's the guy right there.
Yes. And, I'll never forget this. Ian and I have a deal going on, and we didn't tell the agent that we were wholesaling, and the lender goes, you need an addendum allowing you to assign this.
Yeah, just like our first or second deal.
Yeah, you were nervous. You're like, oh, man, what are we going to do? All we did is just say, what do we do? We was like,
just ask, can we get an addendum signed that we're signing the deal?
Yeah, how did you just flat out ask them? How quick did she get it? Okay, boom, done. If they know it's going to close, nobody cares either.
Nobody cares. As long as you're getting the deal down to the finish line.
That's it. Do you have agents that you've like made friends with since doing this that'll send you stuff?
All the time. I sold one of my homies a Bain R1 deal from an agent I built a relation with, and like he's eating good off that, I eat good off that, so like it works. Like,
yeah. That's good. You can build a lot of relationships through the agent outreach. I like that a lot. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about that. You just keep following up with them. You really don't even have to do off-market deals if you just keep following up with agents.
You're so right.
Just keep following up with them, and instead of following up with homeowners, and just they'll bring you deals, let you know all the deals before they list it.
It's true. If you have a good process to stay in their face and follow up with them, it's a wrap.
Exactly.
Bro, I got a deal going on this month, with an agent.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm making $12,000. What the heck? And it was just because, like, I stay in everyone's face, and I met him through doing deals, bro.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's a good strategy.
Yeah, I think, and like, a lot of these agents, maybe you only do one deal a year, but like, whatever. If you make $10,000, then he's a $10,000 friend. He's a $10,000 friend, bro. And what if you have 12 $10,000 friends?
Exactly.
That's that's $10,000 a month just by being friends with the right people. That's pretty good.
Exactly.
Yep. And if you don't talk to agents, you don't make those friends.
That's true. You just gotta talk to them.
Yeah, they're not the enemy.
At first, I thought that because like just the perception that they had, like some wholesalers. Yeah. But they actually like wholesalers if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, yes, if you know you're doing it. Well, I know even when you say it's a little oversaturated, because I'll have agents tell me that I get like a million texts every day about all these these people give me the crazy offers, and then when I respond, they don't even say anything back because oh man, yeah, that was a wholesaler for sure.
When I first started, I noticed the difference. Like I was closing deals like crazy when I started working with you. And now it's just slowed down. But I mean, we're still closing deals like we're on market, but I just seen the difference.
Yeah, more people are doing more people are doing that. More people are doing it. But that's all right. That's how you know it works.
And that's how you know it works, yeah.
And most of them are so bad, they make you look so good. If you can even put a couple of sentences together, they're going to think, oh, he can't be a wholesaler. He doesn't sound like an idiot. So I think those people even help us a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, they do.
Let's go. Heck yeah. All right. Well, fellas, thank you so much for coming. Bro, I love to hear that you're still killing it. Let's go. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
How did they get a hold of you?
You can follow me on Instagram, IG2 with 3 underscores. I'm on Google. You can just Google me too. My company, Fortune Team Home Solutions.
Sir.
Boom. All right, everybody, you're welcome and happy hunting.